Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Boitumelo Mosenuri. If you are here for the first time, welcome. I just want to touch a bit on mental health. Mental health is a buzzword these days. We hear about it at work, in our own personal life, with friends, on social media, everywhere. And I suppose what that means is that we need to take care of ourselves mentally in life when we are pursuing things. This channel is about reaching your goals, reaching your dreams, and how to empower yourself, how to be self-empowered in order to reach those dreams and goals. But in the process of us working towards our goals, we may encounter episodes where we can't take it anymore, where our mind is so overwhelmed by what is happening around us, by what is happening in places where we find ourselves at, whether it's in your life, your personal life, whether it's at work, whether it's with your friends, whether it's in your relationships. So we find ourselves so overwhelmed that we end up not being able to cope because we put ourselves under so much pressure. We put ourselves under so much pressure because sometimes you feel like your peers are ahead of you. This is something that I hear a lot on social media about how my peers were 3 years ahead of me or 5 years ahead of me, and we place so much pressure on ourselves, forgetting that life doesn't always unfold for us the same way. We are not faced with the same circumstances. We don't get the same opportunities to open up for us, but we put ourselves so much under pressure because we're like, oh, my peers are so far ahead. Somebody has already bought a car, somebody has already bought a house, or somebody already has a master's, and we put ourselves under so much pressure, and our minds can't handle it, and because at the same time when we're dealing with that, you're dealing with situations at work, you're dealing with other situations in your own personal life. You're trying, but things are just not coming together. Or even if things are coming together very slowly, not in line with your plans in terms of your timelines, and you find yourself having put yourself under so much pressure, and then you just can't handle it. You get to a point where sometimes you get a mental breakdown, or you're just not coping, because if your mind can't handle what is happening around you, it fits your body. You may not be exerting yourself physically, but once your mind gets tired, your body gets tired as well. So I just want to say today that we must always take care of our mental health. We're dealing with a lot of things. Like I said, you're dealing with pressure from yourself. Could be dealing with pressure from your family, or you could be dealing with pressure from your friends. You could be dealing with pressure from things that you are supposed to achieve. For example, you've got kids, they need to go to school, they need to eat, just the day-to-day things besides you achieving things. You've got a car, you need to maintain that car, that takes money. There are places where you need to go, you need to support your family and friends because they've supported you. That is pressure, day-to-day pressure. And so you need to kind of manage your situation. You can't be everything and everything to everyone. You can't handle everything. You cannot be everywhere. You can't even at work, you can't do everything. You can only do so much. There is only so much time in a day for you to do certain things. You can't be exerting yourself at work and then knock off and go home and work all hours of the day. Also, even when you are studying, like me, you can't be taking up so much, stressing about a lot of things that are not going well in your life. I mean, I made this video about when things are not going well, get a hobby. And that is one of the strategies that you can use to deal with your mental health, by removing yourself from the stressful situations and actually just enjoying your time alone, or your time with your friends, or your time with whoever that you'd be embarking on that hobby with, to, get yourself away from the stressful situation. Because if you don't deal with that, if you don't, what is the word that they like to use, if you don't remove yourself from the situation, when you knock off, you forget about work stuff. I know, you take it home, but you have to find ways where you stop yourself from thinking about those negative things. Because if you don't, then you end up being overwhelmed, and that's why we end up going to mental hospitals and or these clinics, just to get a break from your life, just to get a break from your family life, get a break from your work life, because it is all too much. And when it's all too much with all this lifestyle that we're living today, it's social media. We're always on social media. The news come to our face, there's something bad that is happening, people flood your inbox about it, you watch the news, you get so overwhelmed, your heart is pumping, you get so stressed, and you end up not being able to handle that. So I'm saying that we need to take care of ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves so that we are not, our mind is not overwhelmed by everything that is happening around us. It is very important. Another important way of dealing with your mental health is exercise. Exercise has got a lot of benefits. When you are exercising, you get lost. I mean, I talk for myself. I'm telling you, even if I'm thinking about my problems when I'm exercising, I end up not thinking about it. For the 30 minutes that I'm exercising or whatever, I'm thinking about something else. My mind gets lost, and for that moment, I stop thinking about my problems. And exercise also, when you are exercising, you generate this, you generate these hormones called endorphins. They call them the feel-good hormones. You feel good about yourself. You feel good in general when you exercise. And that is why exercise is one great strategy for dealing with your mental health. If you don't exercise, it's very difficult, because you wake up in the morning, you're already getting your kids ready for work, or you get yourself ready for work. And also when you wake up, you're already on social media, you see all these stressful things, and you bath, you go to work, stress, you knock off, it's stress. You don't have a moment for yourself. That is why they also you'll hear these people who advocate for meditation. They'll say, when you wake up, don't touch your phone. Wake up. If you pray, because prayer is part of meditation. After you're praying, you can also meditate. Take some minutes, 15 to 30 minutes, where you are relaxing and you are meditating, and because meditation takes away also your mind away from your stressful things. You're giving your mind a break. Some people also talk about journaling. You sit and you write the things that bother you. You pour them out. It's almost like you are releasing. Also, you write about the things that you are going well in your life, what you are grateful for. When you are doing that, you feel good. You are also generating those feel good hormones. You feel good about your life, because you realize you have so much to be grateful for, instead of focusing on the things that are not working well in your life. So it's all about dealing with our mental health, because if we don't, we will get a mental breakdown. When I was diagnosed with my hypothyroidism, I remember when we got the blood tests, and the doctor said to me, she wanted to know, when I get home, what do I do? And she said to me, it was in 2018, she said to me, when you get home, you must just take a shower, pour yourself a glass of wine, and just sit on the couch and relax for about an hour or two. just get lost and just take a break from your life, as if it was easy, because at the time I think I was studying. And so that thing of knocking off and relaxing, it was not 100% possible all the time. So, but you have to like carve away those times in your life, whether you do it on a daily basis in the morning or in the evening, whether you do it on a weekly basis. Then you say to yourself, Sunday afternoon, it's my time, or Saturday afternoon, it's my time, where you just focus on de-stressing, relaxing, and they call it self-care. You give yourself moments for self-care. That is all part of dealing with your mental health, and it assists for you not to get a mental breakdown. Because once you reach that point, I don't know, I've never been there, but it seems that it's very difficult for you to pull yourself out of it. Now you need antidepressants. Now you need to go to the doctor. They must give you strategies of how to deal with your mental health. So I just thought today, let me just focus on that and just speak in general about what I think we should do as we are pursuing our goals, because we tend to be under so much pressure, whether we put ourselves under that much pressure or our life, the way it is, the people that are in it, what we are faced with on a day-to-day basis, whether that brings us pressure. That these are some of the strategies that you can actually use to deal with your mental health and ensure that you take care of yourself. You take care of yourself, because if you don't, how are you going to be able to achieve the things that you want to? So this is just me today saying, please take care of yourself. Please take care of your mental health. If you are still here, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.